Rain pours over San Francisco's gritty streets. A shivering homeless man, James Jim Carter, rummages through a trash bin outside a sleek tech office. His hands cracked from cold freeze when he finds a black leather wallet. Inside $2,000 in cash, credit cards, and an ID, Elon Musk. Jim stares at the name, then at the SpaceX headquarters glowing across the bay. His tired eyes soften. "Ain't mine," he mutters, tucking the wallet into his frayed coat. Jim's hands shake. He counts the cash. $2,000 could buy a warm bed, food, a bus ticket home. But guilt gnaws. He limps to a payphone, dials the number on Elon's driver's license. A board assistant answers, "Mr. Musk's office. Lost and found. Try security." Click. Jim spends his last coins on a ferry to the SpaceX campus. At security, guards sneer at his soaked clothes. "Scram, buddy." Desperate, Jim shouts, "Tell Musk a vet's got his wallet. I didn't steal nothing." A crowd gathers. Phones film. A guard pries the wallet from Jim's grip. "We'll handle it." Shoved outside, Jim collapses on a bench, head in hands. Shoulda kept the cash. A black Tesla screeches up. Elon Musk steps out, wallet in hand. He crouches to Jim's eye level. "You walked here to return this." Jim nods, bracing for mockery. Elon studies him. The army tattoo, the haunted stare. "What's your name, soldier?" Elon gestures to the Tesla. "Get in. Let's talk." Jim hesitates, rainwater dripping off his beard. Is this a joke? But Elon's stare is steady. Inside the car, heat blasts. Jim's hands tremble as he accepts a towel. "Why'd you return the wallet?" Elon asks. Jim shrugs. "Ain't right to steal. Army taught me that." Elon's eyebrow twitches. "Afghanistan?" Jim nods, rubbing his scarred leg. "Dust. Gunfire." Jim's squad laughs over MREs. A sudden blast, fire swallows them. Jim wakes in rubble, his legs shredded. A medic yells, "You're lucky," but Jim's eyes stay locked on his friend's body bags. Back in the Tesla, Elon's voice softens. "What happened after the army?" Jim's jaw tightens. "Tried trucking. Leg gave out. Wife left, kid thinks I'm dead." Elon glances at Jim's shaking hands. "You're a mechanic?" Jim's eyes narrow. "Fix tanks in the desert." "Why?" Elon leans in. "I need people who don't quit. SpaceX janitorial team starts at $25/hour, health insurance, and a tiny home." Jim's laugh is bitter. "You mocking me?" Elon pulls out his phone, a photo of a sleek, solar-powered micro-home, prototype. "Yours if you say yes." Jim's voice cracks. "I ain't your charity case." He reaches for the door. Elon blocks him. "This isn't charity. It's a trade. You gave me back my wallet. I'm giving you a chance." Jim's pride wars with desperation. Health insurance. His daughter's voicemail echoes. "Mom's sick." Elon's phone rings. He answers, annoyed, then pales. "My son's in the ER? I'm on my way." He turns to Jim. "Decision's yours. But if you want the job," he scribbles an address. "Be here tomorrow, 8 a.m. The Tesla speeds off, leaving Jim clutching the paper. Jim staggers to a homeless camp under a bridge. His friend Maria, a former teacher, coughs into a blanket. "You smell like rich people," she jokes. Jim shows her the address. "What if it's a trap?" Maria wheezes. "Or it's real." She grips his arm. "Go, for all of us." At dawn, Jim stands outside a SpaceX HR office. His reflection in the glass door horrifies him. Dirty clothes, wild hair. "They'll laugh me out." He turns to leave. James Carter, a no-nonsense woman in a lab coat, Lydia, HR director, blocks his path. She eyes his appearance, sighs, and thrusts a badge at him. "Mr. Musk said you'd bail. Follow me." Lydia marches Jim through SpaceX's sparkling halls. Engineers in lab coats snicker. "Homeless guy's our new janitor." Jim's fists clench. Lydia shoves a mop into his hands. "You'll clean Bay 9. Touch anything else, you're fired." Bay 9 is a cavernous rocket hangar. Jim mops chemical spills, his leg throbbing. A framed photo taped to his cart. His daughter Emily, age 5. "I'll fix this," he whispers. At lunch he hides in a supply closet, chewing stale bread. Jim, in a trucker hat, hands Emily a teddy bear. "Be back soon, kiddo." She cries, "Don't go." His truck pulls away. Now he's here, mopping floors 1,000 miles from her. Days blur. One night, Jim overhears engineers panic. "The Falcon valves jammed, launch delayed." Launch delayed. Jim peers at the engine, a part he'd fixed daily in army tanks. He grabs a wrench. Engineer Greg shoves him. Mop jockey, stay in your lane. Jim's voice trembles. Let me try, please. Greg smirks. What's a bum know about rockets? Jim's army tattoo peeks from his sleeve. Greg falters. Fine, break it, you're done. Jim's scarred hands move instinctively, twisting bolts, rerouting wires. The engine hums to life. Engineers gape. Greg mutters, lucky guess, but Lydia watches, intrigued. Next morning, Lydia storms into Jim's closet. You're reassigned, maintenance team, $35/hour. Jim freezes. Why? Lydia softens. Musk reviewed the security tapes. Says you're wasted on floors. He's given a blue SpaceX jumpsuit. Coworkers glare. But Jim repairs engines with gritty focus. At night he sleeps in his tiny home, a 200 SKU.F pod with a shower and a bed. He stares at Emily's photo. Just need one call. Jim borrows Maria's phone. His ex-wife Karen answers. Hello? Jim's voice cracks. Karen, it's me. I got a job. I can help with the bills. Karen sobs. Emily's in the hospital. Leukemia. Where were you? The line dies. He smashes his fist into a locker. Blood drips. Lydia finds him curled on the floor. I need advance pay. $10K. Now. Lydia balks. That's insane. Jim screams. My kid's dying. The hangar falls silent. Elon appears holding Jim's employee file. You quit now, you lose everything. Stay and I'll cover your daughter's treatment. Jim shakes. Why? Elon's voice breaks. My son almost died last year. I don't want you to live with that. A security guard hands Jim a plane ticket. Flight to Ohio leaves tonight. Jim stares at the tiny home. The job, the first hope he's had in years. Abandon it all for a daughter who hates him. Jim must decide, chase redemption with his family, or secure the future he's barely begun to rebuild. Jim clutches the plane ticket. His SpaceX badge still pinned to his shirt. The tiny home key burns in his pocket. What if she doesn't want me? Turbulence rattles the cabin. He closes his eyes, praying to ghosts of his squad. Don't let me fail her. Jim stumbles into the pediatric ward. Machines beep. Karen sleeps in a chair, her face aged by grief. Emily, bald and frail, stares blankly at cartoons. Jim's voice cracks. Daddy's here. Emily's eyes widen. She hurls her teddy bear at him. You left. You're a liar. Karen wakes, fury blazing. Get out. Jim drops to his knees. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me fix this. He shoves the $10K check at Karen. More's coming. SpaceX is paying for everything. Karen tears the check. Money won't undo this. Jim pleads, then hate me, but let her live. A nurse interrupts. Insurance just approved an experimental treatment, fully covered. Karen freezes. How? Jim whispers. Elon kept his word. Days later, Jim sits on the hospital roof. Emily shuffles out, wrapped in a blanket. Mom says you're a janitor. Jim nods. I fix rockets now. Emily frowns. You fix rockets but couldn't fix us. Jim's tears mix with rain. I'm trying, kiddo. Jim's phone buzzes. A text, tiny home, delivered to Ohio. Job's yours if you return. Emily peers at the photo of the solar-powered pod. You live in a spaceship? Jim laughs weakly. Kinda. Emily's hand brushes his. Can I see it? A sunny morning in Ohio. Jim's tiny home gleams in a meadow. Emily, now healthy with curls growing back, chases butterflies. Karen watches from the porch, conflicted but grateful. Inside, Jim straps on a SpaceX work belt. Emily hugs him. Bring me a moon rock. He kisses her head. Deal. At SpaceX, Jim now leads a maintenance team. Engineers nod respectfully as he passes. In his locker, a note from Elon. Launchpad 39. Needs your hands. P.S. Emily's welcome anytime. Jim stands under a roaring Falcon Heavy rocket. The countdown blares. His scarred hand touches the engine he fixed. As flames ignite, he smiles. Somewhere in Ohio, Emily points at the sky. That's my dad's rocket. Jim's redemption earns back his family through sacrifice, not just money.